welcome to this week's episode of Monday Matters, where I offer additional insights from my church's Sunday sermon. And then I invite you to experiment with some practical applications for the week. But first, I invite you to like, share, subscribe, and then click that bell for notifications. All right, well, this week's episode is from last week's Sunday sermon, March 13th. The scripture was from Psalm 63. Now, Pastor did not title this particular sermon, but if I had to give it a title, I would call it Worship in the Wilderness. See, this is exactly what we want to do when we're in our own wilderness experience. I mean, David's rampage of appreciation would make anybody feel better. But I'm going to get back to David before I close. Recently, I created a mini workshop from one of my programs that I'm certified to teach. And the program is called Standing Firm When Your World is Shaking. Now, normally this course is delivered, over 4 weeks, where each week I lead people into seeing the good of having difficulties without those difficulties kind of having us. See, there are times in our life for all of us when there is profound loss. I mean, it could be your home, could be a relationship, loss of a family, your family's income, some diagnosis, the death of a loved one. And these are all really tough, right? And they can be downright devastating sometimes. And sometimes, especially if it seems that there's thing after thing after thing, right? And I mean, you wish you had a bridge to get you to the other side. Well, this program is a proven path for surmounting seemingly impossible setbacks, challenges, or failures. And in it, we begin to unlock the energy that's stuck around the loss. Now, in my program, the wilderness experience is called the dark night. I mean, you can call it trials and tribulations. It doesn't really matter. You either are in one now, you're just coming out of one, or sorry, you're about to enter one. Yeah. The question is, who will you be at the end of this one? A shrunken version of yourself or a more empowered version of yourself? And that, my dear, depends on your mindset. You can catastrophize it. You can play the victim, get everybody all involved in your ain't it awful stories. But that just makes it bigger and more powerful than you. And hey, I got news for you. If you've been listening to me at all, you know what I'm about to say. You are more powerful than any circumstance, situation, or condition. And I'm not just saying that. It's the truth. Now, you can cause yourself to think, this thing that happened is going to take you out, or you can think this thing is just a thing that happened. You assign meaning to it, and how you react or respond to it depends on your relationship with it. Now, granted, some things can be a kick in the gut. I'll give you that. So, go ahead. I mean, I'm not trying to, minimize your pain. Sometimes a pity party is kind of cathartic, right? So schedule yourself one. Give it a start date and an end date, as long as it's not too far out. Because remember, we want to go through the valley. We're not going to the valley, right? Now, just like the hero in any story that you've ever heard, they get chased by the enemy. There's always, somebody that they thought they could trust, but they end up betraying them. There's somebody that they care about happens to die, but they find the strength from somewhere deep inside them that propels them forward. And they keep on going until they reach the end. And then at the end, the last scene always shows them emerging as a different person from who they were in the beginning. Now, I wish I could give you so much more, but these are supposed to be short. So before I close, though, I want to get back to David's rampage of appreciation, right? See if it doesn't raise your vibration, right? As he remembers the God he serves is powerful, is mighty, but loving and protecting, all of that. Now, this reminds me of a song actually that we used to sing way back in the day, Think, Thank, Praise, and Worship. Now, that's probably not the name of it. And for the life of me, I cannot find it on YouTube. But it basically says, when I think of all the things the Lord has done, it causes me to thank him. And as I'm thanking him, it turns into a praise. And as I'm praising, it leads me right into worship. And oh, that sweet place of worship, right? That's where all the good stuff is. So here's David's psalm. You, God, are my God. Earnestly I seek you. I thirst for you. My whole being longs for you in a dry and parched land where there is no water. I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your glory and your power. Because your love is better than life, my lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live, and your name I will lift up my hands. And in your name I will lift up my hands. I will be fully satisfied as with this the sweetest and the richest foods. With singing lips, my mouth will praise you. And on my bed, I remember you. I think of you through the watches of the night because you are my help. I sing in the shadow of your wings. I cling to you. Your right hand upholds me. Those who want to kill me will be destroyed. They will go down to the depths of the earth. They will be given over to the sword and become food for jackals. But the king will rejoice in God. All who swear by God will glorify in him, while the mouths of liars will be silenced. Ooh, child, I gotta go. Until next time, you already know, it's not enough to agree with the Sunday sermon. It's what you do on Monday that matters. All right, I love y'all so much. Don't forget, click that link below if you want to shorten your wilderness experience. All right, talk soon. Bye.